Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Head too, and hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So in this video we're going to talk about a couple of things, basically trade rumors, but it's going to be about the Tigers, I believe, the Pirates, and the Phillies. And of course, you got teams all over the place here. Let's start at the top. And that's with the Detroit Tigers. This from Yahoo Sports. That didn't come across well. Yahoo. Anyway, they try to be entertaining, and it just falls flat. Even to myself. The post-Tigers rumors. Trade deadline reunion could put Tigers over the top appeared first on clutch points. The Detroit Tigers have been one of the best teams in baseball this season, as they have owned the best record in the league for much of the year. And they could be a real threat to the Yankees in terms of getting to the World Series. They have tremendous pitching. Obviously with Tariq Skubal at top. After a sluggish 4 months of baseball during the 2024 season, the Tigers turned on the Jets in August to make a run to the playoffs, and momentum has continued to the 2025 season. Detroit is currently 44-25, 7 games up in first place in the AL Central, and the team is likely going to add to the roster at the trade deadline to gear up for a deep postseason run. With the way that this season has started, it makes sense for the Tigers to be buyers at the deadline. They are already one of the best teams in baseball as is, but another key piece or two can take them to the next level. So who will be Detroit's target? A reunion with Arizona Diamondbacks third baseman Suarez is something to watch. Quote, the Tigers are for real. They'll be aggressive at the trade deadline to bolster their bullpen and lengthen their lineup of a power-hitting third baseman being their biggest need. The Athletics' Jim Bowden wrote. Like the Mariners, a reunion with the Diamondbacks Suarez could be the best fit. Arizona could put Jordan Lawler at third to build for next year, and then work on his development in the majors in the second half of this season. Bowden is correct, as the Tigers could definitely use some help over at third base. Detroit doesn't really have a true third baseman right now, as numerous players have spent time at the position. That could change when the team gets Matt Vierling back, but still, it is a need right now. Suarez is certainly an attractive option. It's been a while since Suarez was with the Tigers, but he actually got his career started in Detroit back in 2014. He has since played for the Reds, the Mariners, and now the Diamondbacks. Suarez is a good option for the Tigers because of the need for a third baseman, is also because of Suarez's power. He's a tremendous power hitter. So that's something you need to keep an eye on. He's got 19 home runs and he's got 52 RBIs. And they're probably, of course, you're looking for offense. So this would be a great fit for the Tigers. So next up in this video, the Pirates. We went from the top now to the bottom. One of the worst teams in baseball, one of the worst franchises. Not the fans' fault. It's ownership's fault there in Pittsburgh. They don't really care about winning. I don't know what the hell they care about. They got a great ballpark, great fan base, but they don't. That ownership doesn't care. But Paul Skenes, from the Bleacher Report, Paul Skenes reportedly be subject of MLB trade rumors, despite Pirates' stance. Pittsburgh Pirates ace pitcher Paul Skenes reportedly would generate trade offers before this season's deadline, whether the team likes it or not. The Athletics' Jim Bowden reported that the Pirates have no interest in trading him at this year's deadline. However, multiple GMs have told me that won't stop them from making serious offers to acquire him. Skenes has been one of the best pitchers in MLB, but his 4-6 record doesn't reflect that amid yet another disappointing season for the Pirates, who have the third worst record in the National League at 28-41. The 23-year-old ranks 5th in the majors with a 1.88 ERA and is tied for first with 11 quality starts. He racked up 92 strikeouts and 91 innings of work against 20 walks and 56 hits allowed. While it would be a massive surprise for the Pirates to consider trading him, Van pointed out that they have to listen because you have so many needs to fill on your big league team and also in your farm system. Pittsburgh undoubtedly will be seeking a massive return in exchange for the reigning NL Rookie of the Year, but he could be worth the price. The return for Skenes in a trade would have to be even more than the hold the Nationals got for Juan Soto at the 22 deadline, Bounce stated. However, he is the best pitcher in baseball with 4 more years of team control, So it arguably would be worth paying that type of package. The Pirates will begin a 4-game series on Thursday against the Cubs. Skenes, I don't have the update for you on Skenes, how he pitched. I'm sure he pitched great on Friday against the Cubs. But boy, if he gets moved, the Pirates should just just pack up their bags and leave. I mean, what they're doing is just a joke. I mean, the ownership there is just a disaster. On opening day, ownership was walking through the ballpark, and people were saying to the owner, to his face, folks, to his face, that he should sell the team. He ignored it. The rumor was when they had a fan fest, nobody could talk about Ke'Bryan Hayes, because Ke'Bryan Hayes is a player that's been unhappy there. Fans were told not to talk about it. Fans were discouraged to ask him any questions about the whole situation with that young player. So this is not a situation where you have ownership that wants to listen. They don't want to listen. It's not a situation where the ownership will talk to you and stuff. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. It's a shame. And finally, in this video, the Philadelphia Phillies. I posted a video on Facebook, and I guess on X, that the Philly fans are crying, calling up these radio stations, crying about how they wish it was 2008. Complaining about the team because they got mad that the Pirates swept them in Philadelphia. And it's funny because the Philly fans, they're so obsessed with everything else, but then they flip out over every little thing. But which I think is funny. But we have from Philly Voice, the Phillies have some needs. MLB trade rumors, who can the Phillies realistically add to bolster the outfield? Their offense has been all over the place. And, of course, Bryce Harper's on the injured list. And in all likelihood, I would expect that Kyle Schwarber will be leaving the Phillies after the season. I think he'll move on to the next team and hit another 900 home runs for some other team. I wouldn't mind the Mets picking him up and make him the DH next year. But the trade deadline is still several weeks away, but it's not too early to look at some outfield bats who could be on the move, okay? The Phillies outfield is underachieving. Just like they have for the last 4 seasons, the Phillies have been relying on ultra-streaky Nick Castellanos and a cast of hitters who can't really hit to man their 3 outfield positions. They've been a liability, say at least. Here's a look at. We don't have to look at those. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have to show that. The kind of offense is not a recipe for success, especially with so many contending teams with outfields that are at an advantage, which is why it's one of the biggest areas of concern for a team ahead of July's trade deadline. Here's a look at the top prospects and top candidates we could find, and they all have one glaring flaw or another. Luis Robert Jr. Robert is a confusing baseball player, at least via his box scores. Set to be a free agent in the fall, Robert has a Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, and All-Star appearance. But he's hit .210 over his last 2 seasons, of hitting .279 over his first 4. I would mention that he was learning under Tony La Russa. I'm sure the manager has not helped him much. Cedric Mullins from the Orioles. He's going to get moved. I mean, if the Orioles are out, he'll be moved. Mullins offers an extremely similar sort of upgrade to Robert. He's played his entire career in one uniform. He hit .263 from 2018 to 22. The last 3 seasons, he's hit .232. Miguel Andujar from the A's. A bit of a journeyman. Andujar has played for 4 teams over the last 4 seasons, but he's been solid with the A's. Okay. Next up, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The Diamondbacks. If the Diamondbacks are out of it, he'll be moved. And finally on their list is Taylor Ward. I think that he would go to the Phillies. So let me know what you think about this video about the Tigers, the Pirates, and of course the Phillies. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.